G'day, Gran here from Australia. Well, here we are, last day of 25 and soon to come 2026. Now, this is a very, very interesting year, in fact, especially where it comes to shadow work and shadow integration. And as I've been talking about in a number of my videos, where it's of utmost importance to integrate our shadow self, which is sort of like our alter ego, if you like, that resides in our unconscious, all the discarded parts of our personality that we're not aware of. It's very important to integrate that and bring it into the light of consciousness, to bring balance back into our lives and also into the world and society in general. Now, why is the year 2026 important? Well, let's look at numerology for a start. So in numerology, the year 2026 reduces to 10, which is all about new beginnings. The other number that the year 2026 gives us is number 26. Now, number 26 in numerology is related to balance, inner peace, and the merging of opposites. Now, that is definitely relevant for integrating our shadow personality with our ego, because obviously they're opposites. And the year 2026 is lining up numerologically, with numerology, quite in an interesting way. Now, the other thing number 26 represents is a bridge between the physical and the spiritual realms, because, of course, the physical and spiritual realms are also like polar opposites, if you like. I suppose you could look at the shadow as something like an erupting volcano when it comes into the light of consciousness. If you think about magma underground being the shadows, it builds up pressure, it wants to be seen, it wants to be involved, it needs to be a part of you that is, is there and noticed and embraced. The longer we suppress the shadow, the more it builds up to a point where it can release uncontrollably in the form of, say, anger or rage or other emotions that aren't very desirable. So anger or rage can be represented by, say, lava in a volcano. And if we look at what a volcano symbol would look like, it would be in the shape of a triangle with the lava erupting at the top. Now, that's a very interesting shape because it corresponds with the pyramid. Now, the pyramid, the word pyre is fire, and the Bennu bird or phoenix is said to lay the egg of rebirth at the top of the pyramid. Hence it's related to the volcanic fire, the phoenix fire, rebirth, renewal, number 10, new beginnings. It's all sort of tying together. So the shadow, much like an erupting volcano, which is also interesting in another way, because with the Jewish God Yahweh, there's some scholars who have come up with the theory that the God Yahweh originated from the Canaanite god Vulcan. And the other evidence that supports this theory is the fact that I think the blessing, the Jewish blessing, is given that symbol, which Spock also uses, Spock. And he's from the planet Vulcan. Yeah, so Vulcan and the Jewish God Yahweh definitely look like having some definite ties there. The other thing with Yahweh, if you look at the gematria of Yahweh in Hebrew, it adds to 26 as well, which is interesting. And further on with gematria, so gematria puts the letters of the alphabet converts them into numbers. If you look at different words associated with number 26 in gematria, it's very interesting because you get the words chaos, volcanoes, chaos, shadow, Zeus, storm, God, dog, queen, crown, and heaven, for example. Now, they're very interesting words. They all seem to be associated with, destruction and gods and so forth. Destruction of the ego, creation of the new balanced self with the ego and the shadow integrated fully to become a whole balanced human being. So, Happy New Year, folks. Strap it in. We're in for a rocky ride, I think. Enjoy. Cheers.